Welcome to the Craze in 10 or less. This is a show where I give it to you in 10 minutes or under, and if I don't, I won't. Not this time. I might go over. I just might. So, Kickstarter and the Crazees. That's what this show is all about. I'm Sam, the Crazy Man Vera. That's the topic of the day. Stop acting up. Let's get it. The Crazees are here. What is it? Crazy Eddie? The prices are going insane. So, I want to talk about the Crazees, but I also want to talk about the challenges of a Kickstarter. This is my first time doing a Kickstarter, and I'm talking really fast. Sam, why are you talking really fast? I don't know. Maybe because I'm hyper. Maybe because I'm excited. Maybe because I'm a little nervous and I have some anxiety because we stalled. We started off all right. We had some really small, good momentum, and then bam, we hit a wall and nothing happened. I don't know. I know hundreds of people. What's up? Where is you? I need your help. Support the Craze. Anyway, so challenges of a Kickstarter. JD Calderon spent a lot of time educating George and myself on how to launch a Kickstarter. You'd think we would have learned. Nah. We started on a Saturday. No bueno. Bad mojo. Bad juju. And we're reaping or we're paying for that, right? So anyway, it's done, buried in the sand. So here's the deal. September 1st, the artist that we commissioned started on the project. He's the same artist that designed the characters, based on my description for the Crazees, which you see right there. And everything was going well. A week before launch of the Kickstarter, I get a response saying, yes, I'll have the layouts for the entire book for you next week. It's cool. 2 days before the Kickstarter launch, he decides to pull out, and nothing was done. So although I got that text saying I'll have the layouts for the entire book next week, nothing was actually done. I can't tell you how much fear, anxiety, frustration, panic that went through my body. It was overwhelming. And so I reached out to George, and George was like, well, maybe we need to move it, push it back a couple months or next month or whatever. And I'm like, we can't. We can't. We've spent over a month promoting this. We can't. We have to move forward. That means I had a tough job ahead of me. I spent the next 48 hours just going through all these different artists' websites from Fiverr to DeviantArt, and I was just reaching out. And I put out that I was looking for an artist with a specific budget in mind, the whole bit. I got about 75 inquiries. So the challenge was going through all 75 portfolios. And I landed at one. And I got excited because I landed on that one. And his name is JC Grande, and you might have known he's done some stuff for Image and some other independents. And he jumped on it, and he started on Sunday the 27th, the day after we launched the Kickstarter on the 26th. So that was my payback for starting on a Saturday, right? It's bad juju to start on a Saturday. So don't ever start your Kickstarters. Start like on a Thursday, on Monday or the weekday. Don't start on the weekend. And nobody's around on the weekend. So anyway, that's that. Water under the bridge. But that was the first challenge. So I'm excited that we landed JC, and I can't wait to see. He's excited about the project. He loved the script. So that even makes me feel a lot better.
Yay!
So now I want you to love the script. I want you to feel the passion. I want you to catch the craze. I want you to help us catch the Crazees, and I need you. So this time I'm going to take the time to just talk about the characters and the 7 realms and where the Crazy Man and the Crazees come from. I am jumping ahead to give you an insight of the Crazees so you understand who they are and where they come from. So there's a realm called the 7th realm, and it's elsewhere, right? And that's where the Crazy Man is from, elsewhere. And so there's the first level is the unpredictable realm. And this is where life forms are the most primitive stage in the ascension and formation. This is where they're forming their behaviors. their character traits, they're learning about themselves, self-exploration, the primary makeup of this level. Life forms are taunted, influenced, and seduced to either become the worst part of themselves or the best. Think of a child. Think of a child as an infant stage, and all of those influences and how they're molding that child. On who's going to become? Is it going to be that child going to grow to be Jason Voorhees, or that child's going to be, The Rock, right? Or and save the world. So all the forces of no-gooders dwell in this realm as a recruiting ground for their agendas. The Crazees reside in this realm, right? And that was the unpredictable realm. Then there's the flat level realm. Graduates of the unpredictable realm ascend to the flat level realm and begin to demonstrate what each life form has learned. Who they become on this level will determine if they are sent back to the unpredictable realm or are provided a pedagogue. The elements of evildoers send their replenishers to identify the most vulnerable and manipulate them into joining their cause. Right? So you get past the unpredictable realm, then you're in the flat realm. That's the flat level. All right. You formed some sort of behavior, you graduated, and now you're there. You're still vulnerable. There's still forces out there to get you. This is how the Crazees became the Crazees. The Crazees. So, and then there's the balanced realm. The balanced realm is a place where those who have demonstrated potential through their acts of virtue ascend to. The testing phase begins here, applying learned traits and behaviors, taking on assignments in order to gain favor and demonstrate growth. The crazy man is in this realm. So this is where the crazy man is. And he is so determined to win favor so he can graduate and go on to the next realm. And the next realm and the next realm. So his intent is pure, but his execution is off. Because he doesn't think things through. He's impulsive. Right? And so those are 3 of the 7 realms. And I'm only sharing you with the 3 on this timeout. So this is where the Crazees come from. And you want to learn more about the other realms, I need you to help support our Kickstarter. We can't do it without you. We've supported the indie community since 2005. We've had hundreds of guests on our show. We plug. And this is the first time we're doing a Kickstarter ever. So, as a supporter of the indie community, if this concept has caught your attention, make your pledge today. There's so many levels in the pledge. Help us make the Crazees a reality. We can't do it without you. It's just not possible. We're paying our artists out of pocket with the intention of recouping that money from the Kickstarter and then paying for the printing and all the incentives that you get. And we want to share the Crazees with you. So I'm going to talk about the characters. So there's Sam the Crazy Man, Vera. That's me. That's me. I'm so excited. Right? So, me. I'm a podcaster, a comic enthusiast. Back in the early days when we started Catch the Craze, we were hot, right? We were like, what? Just dust it off. Coming back a year ago, we're not so hot anymore. So we're struggling. We're climbing. Keep climbing to the top. As my mom says, give it all you got. Give it all you got. Ain't no half stepping. I'm the Big Daddy Kane. So we climb to the top. And so I get frustrated because I want to play with the big boys. I want to be the best. And George and I are frustrated. So I take it to a whole different level. And I go into Borg's Woods in New Jersey. And I wish upon the stars. And I challenge the universe to help me make the Craze a reality. If you can hear me, please help us to be the best podcast in the universe. Without even realizing what I've done, I go back home. And so, hence, the Crazy Man comes into play. But before we go into the Crazy Man, we got George, the Dreamer Medina, right? the co-hosts, the sidekicks, like Batman and Robin. Batman and Robin. So, George the cool guy, the calm guy, right? Sam is the one that's, a little over the top. And George is like, ooh, he's chilling, right? Because, he has a rep to protect. He's more sensible, and I'm a little bit more unorthodox. But we want the same things. We want to compete. But then we're being harassed by We Are the Craze, that rival podcasting group of thugs that mimic us and that point fingers and ridicule us and call us names. Oh, what do you see the names they call us? So we got to live with that. And so we're dealing with those knuckleheads, right? And there's Dennis and Doug and Chad. Just the names alone, you know what's up, right? So then there's the crazy man. We unleashed this supernatural being with good intent, but just no scruples. There's a missing component in there. There's like a screw loose up there. So, Crazy Man is a spiritual alter ego of the host, Sam. His goal is to graduate to the 7th level. Overly ambitious, full of life, and loves to dance. His wanting to please everyone prevents him from seeing one's true motives, and at times his judgment is questioned. He sees host Sam Vera calling out as a way to gain credibility and earn his markers. You'll learn a lot about the markers if you pledge. Inching him one step closer to graduating to the next level. So that's the crazy man, right? Funkadelic of the ages. If you're like this, I got pages and pages. So he has platforms, bell bottoms, shades, big buckle, right? Collared, loud, printed shirt, afro, right? Likes to dance, kooky. That's the crazy man. He's the man. Then you have Crazy, 3 feet tall, right? By appearance, he seems harmless. But this conniving and deceptively manipulating creature is anything but. He is always working an angle and trying to con his way into getting everything he wants. And believe me, he wants everything. So, that little green guy, that little bugger, he's unassuming, but don't sleep because he is the orchestrator. He's the conductor of the Crazees. They follow his lead. Then you got Hyper Crazy, right? She's the 4 feet tall, pink, long flowing hair, has the mic that'll bop you. She has chains around her hip. Don't sleep on her. She's also from the realm outside of reality, is known as Elsewhere. She is filled with energy and quite paranoid. She finds pleasure in being extremely active and wreaking havoc with her friends. Once a loner, Hyper was approached by Crazy during the Great Raid. You will learn about the Great Raid if you pledge today. And convinced she had a home with his squad. She was another recruit. Then you got Super Crazy, right? Bulky, big old microphone in his hand that he bops people over the head. Don't sleep on him. Think about the thing. It's clobbering time. That's him, right? Also from Elsewhere. And Super Crazy is an extremely strong and explosive creature. He finds solace in smashing things and bopping others across the head with his microphone. Always up for a challenge, no matter the odds. Super Crazy has grown up with Crazy and is overly protective of his friends. I fear for the poor soul that disrespects his friend. Don't trip. Don't even try to trip on Crazy when Super Crazy's around, because that's night-night. You want to go night-night? It's time to go night-night. So then you have Ultra, right? Ultra Crazy is an extremist. He does not say much, but when he does, everybody runs. He always has his hands hidden from view to shield the fact that he's carrying explosive microphones. Not just mics, but they boom. Guess who stepped in the room? Kapow. So he prides himself in making the loudest noise with the least effort. He was recruited into the squad by Crazy during the Great Raid. Again, you won't know about the raid until you've pledged and got your hands on the book. I need you. Then there's Extreme Crazy. She's 3 feet 3 inches tall. When you think of extreme crazy, you think bonkers, right? She has no sense of reality. Everything is a game to her, literally. Everyone is a toy, and she loves to mangle her toys. Easy to manipulate, which worked right into the hands of Crazy as he began recruiting for his squad. Then you have Psycho. All right, Psycho is no joke, right? So Psycho is exactly that. No remorse, no emotion, simply bananas. A brilliant mind as it relates to terror. A reputation for dastardly deeds to the unsuspecting as well as his kin. For eons, none could come close or even dare try to befriend him. That was until the Great Raid. Crazy, the only one fearless enough to approach Psycho, convinced him by joining his squad he would be free to rain terror anytime and anywhere to anyone he pleased. Psycho did. Yeah, he trusts no one. So, in a nutshell, that's 15 minutes over. So I'm going to break this up into 2 segments for Instagram, for the gram. But that right there is the premise of the Crazees. Catch the Crazees. So, we had a rough start with the Crazees, with the artists' shenanigans. But now I feel good. But we're having a rough start with the Kickstarter, which is why I need you. We need you. If you are a lover of independence, if you are a supporter of the Craze, the Dreamer Medina, and the Crazy Man Vera, I need your support. I need you to rally the troops. Rally your friends, rally your families. Get behind this amazing, amazing, amazing concept. We have the animation. I was playing it in the background. You can go to our YouTube channel and see the animation anytime. You can go to crazycomics.com and see the animation anytime. You know, we have some great incentives for those who pledge. You get some commissioned sketch cards from me directly. You pick the character and I'll hook you up. But we want to see the Crazees take on a life of its own, and I believe in it 100%.
Wanna play? Wanna play? Come on! Wanna play? Wanna play? Come on! Wanna play? Wanna play? Wanna play?
It's near and dear. It's our stories, George and I, with some embellishment, but really, I'm a little crazy. So, you know, it's an extension of us. Definitely an extension of me. So, help us. Get on Kickstarter right here. Pledge today, even if it's $1. Help us make the Crazy. Let's not let Keanu Reeves take all of the glory and Tom McFarlane take all of the glory. Well, I love them. We're the ones that are trying to become the next Spawns, to become the next Turtles. And we put in a lot of work into this, and it's a lot of passion into this. And George and I put our heart and soul into this, so I need you. I appreciate you. I thank you in advance. Help me, help us, help George make Catch the Crazees the next, the only, newest animated series, comic book series out there. But let's start with the comic. Thank you so much for taking your time to watch this. Please subscribe. Please hit the bell and give us a like. You know, hit that thumbs up. Let me know that you actually like this episode on YouTube. If you're watching this on the gram, please take a minute. I know you're addicted to the gram. I mean, I'm on the gram all the time. But take a chance and go over to the YouTube channel, subscribe. Let your friends know about the Crazees. I appreciate you. You have a great day. Visit Kickstarter.com/projects/Catch the Crazees, or just go to Kickstarter.com and just type in Catch the Crazees with 2 E's. I'm Sam the Crazy Man Vera. This was the Craze, not in 10 or less. It was actually about 19 minutes. I appreciate you. You have a great day. Make your pledge today. Catch the Craze. I'm out.